Good morning, guys. I am heading into Melt to meet with Melissa. We are doing a brow touch-up. So I have had a couple touch-ups throughout the years, just mainly getting any little areas that I just want to be perfected. This last time that we did it, which was about a year ago, it had kept so well. Getting really up close and personal, but like as you see here, these normally would like shrink down or fade a little bit more, but we did a dry heal, which was amazing for my skin. So we are just going to do another touch up today, and I thought it would be fun to answer a couple of your questions with Melissa and show you the process. So these are what my brows are gonna look like now.
Yes. She's done.
I'm done. Now, we are currently in the soaking phase right now. I wanted to share with you a little bit of the process and then answer some of the frequently asked questions with Melissa. This is Melissa over here at Melt. I have been doing stuff with Melissa for like 3.5 years now.
So in the beginning of microblading, you're always going to do 2 sessions. So we did our first session, and then we did a touch-up 6 to 8 weeks later. And from there, we've just been maintaining them over time. So our last touch-up was about a year ago, we think. And that's pretty average. A lot of people come back every year for an annual refresh. Of course, her face is perfect and always in the limelight and always getting her makeup done, so we want to make sure that they always stay spick and span and spotless. So she didn't really need a touch-up today, but we just boosted up the color, and you're going to get to see them pretty soon. They're going to look awesome. But on average, people come once a year, maybe twice a year at the most if you're really, really oily in terms of maintenance, and some people stretch it out between the 1 and 2 year mark as well. So microblading is not the same as a traditional tattoo. Microblading is a hand technique, so we don't use a tattoo gun and we don't use tattoo ink. So I'm actually etching every single solitary little hair-like stroke into her brows. And we use a semi-permanent pigment that is safe to live in the skin, and this pigment is meant to fade over time and exfoliate through the upper layers of the skin. So microblading does need to be maintained over time to keep them fresh and keep that color looking good, but if you weren't going to keep up with them, it should just fade away over the course of the years. We say anywhere from 1 to 3 years, a little bit beyond that, but the color should never turn funky orange, it should never be green, you should never have this crazy looking brow over the years. Otherwise, it might be a sign that you were not microbladed properly. Very similar to a traditional tattoo where it's really deep in the skin and kind of turns funky over time. So a lot of people want to know if microblading hurts. So
It does not hurt.
yeah, we've done her brows multiple times. So even over the course of the years, it's a true sign of quality technique and not going too deep into the skin. So for one, we use a topical lidocaine numbing cream. So that gets you really nice and pre-numbed. And then I actually use a second numbing gel. As soon as I open the skin, I put a second numbing gel in that keeps people really cozy. A lot of my clients are really surprised. They're falling asleep, they're super relaxed, and they feel nothing. However, if you have had microblading and it was extremely painful, it may be a sign that the artist is going too deep and carving a little bit too deep into the skin, which may result in scar tissue down the road. Microblading, like any other artistry or any other service similar to the hair industry or makeup, anything freelance, it really varies in price. So our price always includes 2 sessions, the first and the second, and we actually have 3 different levels. So there are many of us artists here at Melt, and it all really depends on experience and availability. So every artist in the industry really sets their own price. It's a beautiful thing about what we do, but I would definitely say do your research. Make sure that this person is worth every penny. It's a big investment. It is your beautiful face. We're here for you. If you want to check out some of our pricing, feel free to give us a call or look on the website. So we don't microblade pregnant women, but we do often microblade breastfeeding women, and we recommend, number 1, checking in with your doctor, verifying with them first. Number 2, we recommend pumping and dumping that first 24 hours. And the reason why microblading and breastfeeding is a little bit controversial is because of that lidocaine cream that I mentioned. So there is no long-term data or research done on the effects of numbing cream on the skin, in the blood supply, in the breast milk, and in baby. Microblading post care is actually really, really easy. All of our clients are super surprised. They do get really, really dark for that first week, but nothing where you need to hide away from public. They're gonna get really, really dark, then they're gonna get really, really light for about a week, and you're gonna see that color start to pop back through over the course of the weeks, and your full healed result happens at the 6-week mark. That's when we do a touch-up and you'll go through that healing once again. So you might have tiny little flaky skin, but you're not gonna have big crazy scabs. You're not gonna look, you know, totally crazy. It's really, really easy. We teach you how to take care of them. The main heal is 10 days, where we give you instructions in order to wash them, nourish them, and avoid things like other products or potions on them.
All right, so I have the oil on my brows right now, and I'm going to keep this on for 3 hours, wipe them off, pat them dry, and just kind of leave them, because that's what worked the best for my skin last time, and everything stayed really well. So thank you so much to Melissa for not only answering questions for you guys, but making my brows beautiful. But thanks, girl.